Hillary Clinton has finally taken a stance when it comes to the Keystone XL Pipeline. You get 2 claps, because it took you too long, Hillary. But, this is nonetheless a win for the environment, because I think that all the presidential candidates need to come out against it. But anyways, she states, I think it is imperative that we look at the Keystone Pipeline as what I believe it is. A distraction from the important work we have to do to combat climate change, and unfortunately, from my perspective, one that interferes with our ability to move forward. Therefore, I oppose it. I don't think it's in the best interest of what we need to do to combat climate change. So look, credit where credit is due. I don't think it should have taken her this long to actually take a position on something that's so important, that's something that's so easy to form a position on. I mean, we're not getting the oil. It's Canada's business who will be benefiting, and we're going to ship it overseas. And furthermore, it's not going to create no more than 35 long-term jobs. So, this is a no-brainer. So I'm glad that she has finally taken a position on this, but Hillary Clinton, there is just a couple more issues that I think you need to take a stance on, and there's a lot of questions you have yet to answer. So first and foremost, the Trans-Pacific Partnership. You kind of said it wasn't, a great deal, and then you really were pushing it hard as Secretary of State. So, what is your stance? Are you for or against the Trans-Pacific Partnership as it stands? When it comes to abolishing the private prison industry, we all know that Hillary Clinton is taking lots of money from 2 of the largest private prison corporations. So are you even in favor of breaking up the private prison industry? You want to raise the minimum wage, but you refuse to say how much you'll raise it to. Is it $15? Because as we know, this is the most reasonable wage, because in states like New York and Hawaii, $15 is not even a living wage. So if you can't even say that we should start with a $15 minimum wage across the board, I don't know what to say about that. Now, another stance, where do you stand on universal health care? We know that in the 90s, the early 90s, credit where credit is due, you actually supported universal health care. Where do you stand on that now? Now, I also want to know where you stand on allowing transgender men and women to serve openly in the military. Also, what is your stance on recreational marijuana? Are you for it? Are you against it? We know that you would actually not enforce the federal laws when it comes to states such as Oregon, Alaska, Colorado, and whatnot that have already legalized it. But how do you feel? Like, would you push national legislation to legalize marijuana that's recreational nationwide? Also, how about mandatory minimums? What's your take on that? Also, do you think we should impose a transaction tax on Wall Street? Or what about cutting defense spending? These are all policies that Bernie Sanders has taken a stance on, and they're all things that he has also proposed that you haven't stated yet. So I'm very happy that you came out against the Keystone XL Pipeline. This is a step in the right direction. Now, never mind the fact that I don't really believe you when you say that you would oppose it, because politicians always do this, and you are a very focus group-driven candidate. So if public opinion suddenly shifts, and we all like the Keystone XL Pipeline all of a sudden, then what's to say that you're not going to reverse your stance right now? So that's my take. I want to know what you guys feel. Comment down below.